Oh, what's going on, Philadelphia Eagles fans? It's your boy Philly Day One. Hey, Dan Orlovsky has come to Jalen Hurts' rescue. Man, look, it's been so many people talking about Jalen can't do this. Jalen, we back on this topic. It's crazy. Jalen Hurts is not the issue for why the offense is bad. And Dan Orlovsky has come to his rescue. Cam Newton has been loving the fact that Jalen Hurts ain't been putting up what everybody would call big-time numbers. But Dan Orlovsky set him straight. He set him straight with an alley-oop from Ryan Clark. From Ryan Clark. He got an alley-oop from Ryan Clark to do so. So we're going to take a look at the video, man. I love when Cam Newton, man, like, I'm going to get into it, y'all. So Dick Vermeil actually came out to talk about the offensive line woes. And Dick Vermeil, a Hall of Fame coach, he should know a little something. We're going to let him talk. Also, Saquon Barkley talked about the offensive line woes. And he got a different opinion. Now, this ain't the same talking point, but it'll kind of put you in the mindset of why we ain't running the ball as well. You know, we've had spurts where we've run the ball pretty well, but then it's the negative plays, it's the negative runs that we ain't really liking like that. So, we're going to get into, look, this defense is good, man. This defense is so good. This defense is so good, they got Dak Prescott scared. One in particular, Jalen Carter. He get another shot. He get another shot. Hey, BG there this time. You ain't gonna be able to get him kicked out this time. BG there. He ain't gonna allow him to get kicked out. BG ain't gonna allow him to get picked out. So you gonna have to play this game. Dak, you gonna have to play this game. Or why Cam Newton talking about he better than Jalen Hurts. You gonna have to prove it this damn game here. Also, Cooper DeJean and Reed Blankenship talk about how the secondary is gelling. And they said, this is scary now. They said they're not even that good yet. They ain't say it in that word, but they're getting better. So we're gonna look at that video, man. And if you ain't know what that's on Exciting Mics. So, like I said, tune in. The boys is great entertainment. Greg Cosell goes off about Nakobe Dean and what he means to this defense. Okay, I've been saying it all this time. Maybe it'll help if somebody else say it. Maybe y'all will understand me if somebody else say it. So we're going to let Greg Cosell break it down for you. Pardon My Take talked about the offense and the defense. What's going on? Is it overblown? About the comments with A.J. Brown, not liking the offense. How good the defense is. We're going to talk about that too after watching the video. So, let's get into it.
Dan, do you believe that all of the criticism that Jalen Hurts is getting from all angles is warranted?
Absolutely not, because my dear friend Cam Newton about 7 minutes ago said, well, Dak Prescott is doing more and more reason why the offense and the Cowboys as a team are playing that way because of his performance other than Jalen Hurts. Cam, how many touchdowns Dak got this year? 22. How many turnovers does he have?
A lot. Yeah.
7.
Mm-hmm.
How many touchdowns Jalen Hurts have this year?
Are we talking pass?
22.
Are we talking pass and run?
Touchdowns.
Yeah, 22. 22 total.
How many turnovers Jalen Hurts have?
Two total. Two total.
So you mean to tell me
that
a quarterback?
Hold on, Dan.
That a quarterback?
Hold on. Wait, let me throw the ball up as you dunk it. Let me throw it up as you dunk it. You ready?
Don't forget Cam, that a quarterback is doing more for a team and statistically is not having equal performance. I need you to explain to me how one team has a better record than the other The quarterback statistically is playing better with less around him, certainly when it comes to a run game production. And you mean to tell me that you said one quarterback is doing more than the other? How?
Yes, because Dan Orlovsky, you've done something that most people in the media do. They highlight what they want to highlight. Touchdowns and interceptions. He has 22 touchdowns and he only has 2 interceptions. Well, what about passing yards? Well, what about touchdowns in regards of what the offense is being able to really...
What would you rather have, more yards or touchdowns?
Oh, Cam. Let me tell you something, man. Cam Newton, I'm telling you, whoever it is that is coming up with Cam Newton's talking points, whoever it is, Cam is never prepared. He is never prepared, bro. He comes out and he just makes some old wild-ass allegation. And I'm glad that people are checking him on it. I would love to check Cam Newton on it because these allegations be just crazy, crazy talk. And he need to be checked on it. You on national TV. People sitting here going, yeah, oh, okay. All right, Cam said it. You out here making people stupid about a day. I'm so glad somebody checked him on it, man. Let's get into the Dick Vermeil. Dick Vermeil talked about why the offensive line is struggling and his opinion of why the offensive line is struggling.
Is that something that we should take a clue here? Like, hey, this offensive line really is not functioning at the level it needs to, or that level that we've been accustomed to watching from our Eagles over the last couple of years?
Again, we're spoiled. You know, the offensive line is not what it was last year physically. There's too many injuries. You know, and you, no matter how hard you coach, no matter how hard you work them, if players are injured and you're playing backup players who don't make the same kind of money those starters do, your offensive team is not going to be as good. Those big guys positively influence every category of offensive statistics. Red zone scoring, the amount of times you get in the red zone, the amount of opportunities you get to kick field goals, the percentage of making first downs, they're all positively influenced by the offensive line. And when they're banged up and not as good as they were, their stats aren't going to be as good.
Well, you know what? That does make a difference. If they're not playing fully healthy, it does make a difference. We've seen what Landon Dickerson looked like when he's playing healthy and when he's not playing healthy. You can tell. You can just tell. You know what I'm saying? So, I get that. I get this. Let's run off the video the Saquon Barkley got of why the offensive line has got a little struggle going on.
No, I think, you know, I say this in a humble way. I like not trying to be arrogant. If you come and play the Philadelphia Eagles and your mindset is not stop us from running the football, then you probably should be fired, in my opinion. So no matter what we do, that's just what happens when you have the year that we had last year and we have 2,000 yards rushing. I guess maybe the game we had against the Giants kind of, you know, woke teams up again. But yeah, we just got to do a better job. It's not really about, you know, the numbers. I know you're into numbers. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but it always comes down to what are we doing. And I firmly believe in that. I don't care if there's 20 guys in the box. If we run the play with the belief that it's going to pop and everyone, you know, take care of the details, we should be all right.
With my call.
Makes sense as well. I'm going to add this. Now, Saquon didn't say this. I'm going to add this. But when the passing game don't scare nobody, you can creep on that line. You know what I'm saying? When the passing game ain't scaring nobody, you can creep up on that line. And you can just play the run. So it could be too, this is my opinion, it could be too that the run game is suffering for the pass game being so bad. I believe that. So, yeah, I believe that. Let's get into this. Let's get into this defense, man. Let's get into, because this defense is they jailing. They jailing. Let's get into this defense. Dak Prescott was asked, is he gonna trash talk Jalen Carter? This what he said.
Depends on what he says first, but probably something friendly. Get on his good side there.
What kind of impact do you think he has for that defense?
A huge impact. Obviously, it starts right there with him in the middle. He's the main reason why they don't feel like they have to blitz. If they can get pressure with just 4 guys, Hell of a player. We're fortunate in the first game to obviously not go against him, but I know he'll be ready to go and fired up for this one, so excited for it.
Nah, he probably will. He trying to get him kicked out. He don't want to play this boy. What Saquon say? They scared of you. You that motherfucker. Like, he don't want to play this boy. He don't want to play this dude. So, he'll do something like that trying to get him kicked out. But BG there, baby. BG ain't gonna let him get kicked out. You finna play this game, but you gonna earn this game, Dak. You gonna earn this day. You gonna earn this game, and you gonna get fucked up too, cause all that shit from the last game where you jumped out of 3 sacks, that shit won't happen this time. That shit won't happen this time. This is gonna be a thoroughbred ass kicking. I'm gonna enjoy the fuck out this game. It's gonna be a thoroughbred ass kicking for Cam Newton. Who else? Stephen A. Smith. Dan ain't take him. Somebody else took him too. Whoever took them Dallas Cowgirls, we gonna beat the shit out of them just cause y'all took them. I don't care nothing about all that. The last time that they record is 21-2 in they home at home against the NFC. Them two losses came from us. Them 2 losses from the NFC came from us. We the one who had the 2 losses. Y'all kill me with this. Y'all come up with a stat for everything. Hey, how about that stat? 21-2, we gave them the 2 losses. We finna give them 3. Strap on your chin strap. All right. Cooper DeJean and Reed Blankenship on Exciting Mics talked about how much the secondary is gelling. Let's go ahead and run that.
Cooper.
Quinyon Mitchell.
Oh, I was going to go over and give you one for the pick-ski.
I don't know.
Pisky.
But Quinyon definitely deserves a game ball.
Yeah,
I
dude.
think.
He's just been quietly shutting dudes down.
Quietly. I think he had 6 targets, and they were 0-for-6 when targeting Quinyon Mitchell.
Hold on. Between y'all two, the stats are just crazy. The 13 targets against the Lions that y'all both had. You had 4 receptions allowed. Y'all forced 2 incompletions. You had a pick and allowed a 9.1 passer rating.
That's kind of crazy. And we can still be better is the thing.
I know. And we will. We're still
Let's get back to the game balls, though. Our boy Deuce, Dory Jackson. The way he
100%.
He just continues to get better, I think.
100%.
Which is huge for our defense. And he just came back and, never wavered, never lost confidence, and had a huge 3rd down.
Huge, dude.
PBU against Amon-Ra, who's a great player. He made the play in the end zone with tight coverage on him again in the back of the end zone. So
that and the tackle that he made, the tackle that he made before
that play too.
That was huge.
Keep him out of the end zone.
Like, I don't know if people really understand how big making that tackle right there was.
Yeah.
Allow him to just keep snapping the ball. Just keep snapping the ball. Something's going to happen.
Yep. He just continues to get better. And, we see it every day in practice. Our D-line up front, those guys, monsters.
When we say
up front,
JD and Jalen Carter had so many block passes in practice at the line of scrimmage, we're not joking. That the whole last week, they legit did that so many times.
I can see it. Adoree Jackson played really well against a really good wide receiver group. He played well. I'm so happy for Adoree, man. I needed this more than the Adoree needed this. Let's get into the Greg Cosell talk. Greg Cosell got Nakobe Dean as one of the most vital pieces to this defense. And I agree. I said that. I said it a bunch of times. Let him explain why, though.
And the guy that has really stood out to me on tape, Ross, is Nakobe Dean. I think Nakobe Dean is playing really, really good football. He played really good football down the stretch last year before he got hurt in the playoffs. And he's come back now. And he is absolutely critical to their defense for this reason, okay? And this is something people aren't aware of, is he now takes a major mental load off Reed Blankenship, who's an incredibly smart player and really the quarterback in many ways of that defense. But when Jahad Campbell was playing, who was a rookie, Blankenship pretty much had to direct Campbell. They make adjustments on every play, by the way, on the defensive side of the ball. And now with Dean back, Blankenship does not have to direct and adjust Dean because he knows, because he's a real smart, savvy player where he has to do that with Campbell, who's not there yet mentally in the context of Fangio's defense.
Okay. I mean, ain't much for me to say. I done already said everything. But Greg Cosell said it, and now y'all can understand what I'm talking about. Now, look, pardon my take. They had, I want to say, is it Chris? No. Ah, damn, I forgot his name. but he used to play for the Bears, and he was a tackle for the Bears. And they had him on, and he talked about how good the defense is and how normal the chatter is for the offense. Run a video.
Are you enjoying watching the Philadelphia Eagles play football?
I understand why people don't and they want to vomit when they do, but my God, it's the best defense I've seen played in quite some time. Mm-hmm. And the heroics that have had to take place on that offensive line to fill in for guys that have come in and out and guys that are out there playing hurt. It's an inspiring brand of football. I would describe it as like trench warfare. We're only going to move 2 meters a day, but like, boy, we're going to celebrate those 2 meters and we're going to end up taking over your territory. And you look up amidst all the bitching and complaining about the Philadelphia Eagles, and they're in first place. And the defense is an absolute wagon. And you know for a fact that Jalen Hurts will figure something out in the playoffs. And if he does end up in the big game, he's going to play his balls off. And that's just the way that it's happened for the Eagles. Am I concerned with the noise coming out of the receiver room? Hell no. This is par for the course, bro. This is just what happens in the NFL. I used to take the huddle with Martellus Bennett, Brandon Marshall, Jay Cutler, Matt Ford. It is sad, buddy. We had to kick Brandon Marshall out of an inside run period because Jay wouldn't throw him the ball. Now let me say that again. We kicked him out of a 9-on-7 running period because Brandon Marshall wanted the football. These receivers are just different, bro, and that's what you're seeing in Philadelphia.
Okay, I think we can stand down. I think we can stand down. We can hope for this play calling to get better because that's really the issue. Is as far as the pass game, hopefully this play calling can be better concepts and stuff like that. He has a couple of games of really bad defenses to play call and scheme against, and this can turn a point. I really believe that this can turn a point. But you know what? The reason for why we have all these guys who ain't finna shut up, who gonna keep talking about it, is because they want to turn that point. We need those kind of people or we gonna stay the same. That's all I got, man. Tell me what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe, and turn those post notifications on so you don't miss no video. And we out. Let's go Birds.